And welcome back everyone to the Diecast Dude Racing Network, your home for the Summer Rally Series Finals. Brought to you as always by Rust Belt Customs, your one-stop shop for high-quality custom waterslide decals and diorama pieces. Visit them on Facebook.com for more details and tell them the dude sent you. Well, we started with 32, we're down to the final two, and it took only 8 weeks to complete. Fast quality racing action, kick-ass cars like these two before you today, and one treacherous brick mountain. What more could you ask for on a channel? Which of these two will emerge as champion today? Will it be Daddy G in the number 4 Evo? Or will it be Grumpy Cloud in the number 22 Evo? Both are strong, both are tough. We're gonna sit back now and reach down and hit that like button and get ready, because we're gonna find out. It's a best of 7 series. First 1 to 4 will take home the trophy. Grumpy Cloud gets the early lead as they make it through the chicanes and into the jump. As they approach the jump, Grumpy Cloud just a little ugly over the jump. Daddy G slowing down back there. I don't see him anymore. All I see is Grumpy Cloud, and he runs to the finish line first. A fairly easy win. Easy win, hard win, doesn't matter. He takes the 1-0 lead. Let's see what happened to the number 4 Evolution. There he is on his top. Daddy G held on to Grumpy Cloud, who was leading the entire way just about, but once got to the jump, kind of turned it around, a little bit sloppy. He manages to get it pointed in the right direction, but he just can't get it back up the hill, rolls it. Meanwhile, up front, it will be Grumpy Cloud, seeing the calamity unfolding behind him, can rest assured he has the early lead. So after race number 1, it's Grumpy Cloud 1, Daddy G 0. Daddy G will start on the outside. Grumpy Cloud, he will switch lanes and start on the inside this time. It's race number 2. They're down and away. Grumpy Cloud with the slightest of leads through the chicane and into the split. Grumpy Cloud once again into the jump first. They both managed to get into reverse. This time Daddy G sticks with Grumpy Cloud, but he's going to be in reverse as well, and they will get to the finish line in reverse. Ouch! Out of control, running in reverse. Grumpy Cloud, sloppy as it was, manages to pull it off and grab the early 2-0 lead. Daddy G this time wanting to not let Grumpy Cloud get away. Both cars sloppy across the jump. It lands them in the reverse, and the cars just have to run in reverse, hoping that they can make it to the finish line. As you see, they get the finish line area all wrong. It looked like Daddy G was trying to get out from behind the Evolution driven by Grumpy Cloud, and he just couldn't pull it off. This time he'll start on the inside. Grumpy Cloud will start on the outside. Daddy G is starting to probably get that sweat rolling as they are down early 2-0. Have to grab that steering wheel tight and get the lead out. Grumpy Cloud still putting on some speed as he takes the split. He takes the jump very nice this time, hits a barrier, leaves it in the track. Daddy G right there loses momentum as he comes out of the open 180. And Grumpy Cloud now with a firm lock on the series, starting off 3-0. Daddy G getting down to the finish line. He's getting the races, he's just not getting the results at this time. Grumpy Cloud in that number 22 Evolution really starting to flex the muscle and what has been a very powerful car the entire tournament. But that's no slouch behind. Daddy G just loses a little momentum coming out of that turn, and it's into the canyon for Grumpy Cloud. He grabs, I'm sure to his surprise, an early 3-0 lead on Daddy G. Daddy G and that G-Force Diecast racing team, they are going to have to get something going. This one's going to be over in a hurry. That's never good for ratings. So here we are back at the top. Is it going to be a sweep? Grumpy Cloud on the inside. He'll have the advantage. Daddy G on the outside. Make it through the 69th Street Bridge. Again, Grumpy Cloud early in through the divided 180 into the chicane. He gets to the split and the jump, and it's going to be Grumpy Cloud rolling at Daddy G, taking advantage this time, and this is more like it from Daddy G as he's down into the canyon and into the finish line area. And here comes Grumpy Cloud, who looked like he left that Evolution on top of the mountain. We'll have to go back and take a look at that. I could have sworn he was all over the place. In any event, Daddy G draws one race back. It's now 3-1 Grumpy Cloud. Daddy G's going to have some work cut out for him. Let's see what he's got. Instant replay cam again, brought to you by Rust Belt Customs. As we see, Grumpy Cloud does get on his side. Daddy G gives him a little bit of a push, helps him. Any event, Daddy G is going to pick up a quick win. Grumpy Cloud does finish the race. That's got to be encouraging for that team. Both drivers will head back to the top of the mountain and get race number 5 ready. Don't forget, next round of the Race of the Rising Sun over at Monster Motorsports kicks off. This kicks off yet another jam-packed Friday night. For a list of this and all upcoming events, go over to redlinederby.com, click on Find a Race, and search. You can search all of our upcoming events. It's race number 5. We are down and away. Grumpy Cloud on the outside, Daddy G on the inside. Daddy G pulls back even through the divided 180, but Grumpy Cloud once again in reverse. Daddy G trying to make the pass on the inside. Daddy G gets pushed off the track. Grumpy Cloud in reverse will win the Summer Rally Series with a 4-1 defeat on Daddy G. And that's it, lights out, folks. It looked like Daddy G, he had nothing to lose. He had to go for it. As they approach the jump, Grumpy Cloud takes the jump. He's in reverse. Daddy G sees this, but he hits the gas and he goes in reverse, tries to cut him down on the inside, and just can't get dislodged from the curb. And Grumpy Cloud, with a huge smile on his face as he's in reverse, car not running, just coasting to the finish line for a championship win. Grumpy Cloud. Unbelievable. Actually, it's not unbelievable. That's been a powerful car the entire tournament. And speaking of tournaments, again, don't forget, up next in the next round, in the Race of the Rising Sun over at Monsters Motorsports, you're not going to want to miss that one. You can find out information on that. Events like Wreckfest and the Survivor Series over at redlinederby.com. Again, click on Find a Race and just check it out. See what you're looking for. And with that, we finish and wrap up our 8 weeks of coverage in the Summer Rally Series with a new champion, Grumpy Cloud. Through 31 other contestants, comes out on top. That team deserves a lot of credit. They come in here, they mow down the competition, and they bring one back home to that home garage. They'll get a few more photo shots. That car still in relatively good condition for the abuse that it took. So again, hats off to that team. They really put together a great car. You see it. It's in the winning circle. As we've enjoyed our time over here on this side of the mountain, just like that, we wrap it up. Our time over here is done. But don't worry, when one tournament ends, another begins, and boy, do we have a good one lined up for you next. I'm excited about this one. In association with Junkyard Joust, it's Wreckfest, and it comes to the Diecast Racing Network. Now, this series will feature a demolition-style relay between teams for points, along with the Boneyard Barricade. Man and machine must get through a wall of demolished cars and reach the finish line to advance. It's going to be absolute madness over there. But before we do that, we also have worked on a small NASCAR Invitational tournament. While crews prepped the track for various events this season, we trialed a NASCAR-style event that we would like to use permanently next season. Help us guide the entertainment and let us know in the comments below if that's something you'd like to see. And we're also going to have a race for bragging rights mixed in there. That's right, last year's Rally Championship Series winner is back, looking for a shot at this new course. Many of you will remember last year, 01 Maverick secured this channel's first series tournament. He won it in dramatic fashion. You can view that race at the end screen. 2 champs, who will win the Rally Cup until next season? Find out next week on the Diecast Racing Network. As always, brought to you by Rust Belt Customs. Visit them over there on Facebook or YouTube. Tell them the dude sent you and receive $5 off. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage this season of the Summer Rally Series. That's our show. Stick around for some more highlights of this year's winner. Thanks for watching, folks.